Welcome back to my Colorado mountain garden, and today is a snowy day here at my place in the mountains of Colorado, and it's March 7th. So I figured let's just start a little experiment. I still have some time before I start planting my tomatoes and things like that. So this one last year was known as Fun with Cilantro, and if anybody was a Big Bang uh, watcher, they know that Sheldon had a show called Fun with Flags. So this is my gardening version of it. Now, cilantro in the seed form is known as coriander, and it smells really good, and you typically roast it and then you grind it. And you see it in a lot of different styles of cooking, a lot of Middle Eastern, but you still even see it, within people who make chili, Mexican dishes, things like that. But when it grows, the greens are known as cilantro. So I usually buy the type that states that it's slow bolting. It just helps, especially if you're in a warmer area, but since mine are in my greenhouses, it's a lot warmer in there, to keep it from bolting as quickly. Cilantro is a cool weather crop, but it cannot handle a freeze. So you can plant cilantro directly into your garden after your soil warms up to, I would say at least 50. And then you have to keep it moist and everything like that. I always started inside because if I started it then, the ground could refreeze, and just trying to keep it wet is kind of a pain. Every little cilantro seed, or I should say coriander seed, you can see it's round there, is actually 2 seeds. So when it opens up on its own, if it opens up on its own, it splits, and it splits into 2 seeds. So we're going to do a little experiment. I will come back each day after we get done, and I may have to put a few days in between if nothing's happening, but I will be back tomorrow to make another video. So this is cilantro in its main form. Now, a lot of times when you're buying cilantro, you'll see what they call splits. And basically what they have done, and you can see there, is that they have crushed it. And I'm sorry, the lighting's not so great because of the fact that it's snowing. But let me zoom it in. So every one of those little half seeds that you see. So if you buy splits, you're actually getting less, because if you want to use splits, it's very easy to do yourself. All I did was put whole seeds onto a paper plate. Now, you can cover it with one, but just so you can see, I just used the bottom of this bowl here and pressed down on it. And I got most of them, not all of them. So what we're going to do to speed up germination, first we're going to soak the seeds. So that's why I have these little bowls here. And that's why this is already in the little bowl. And then after we soak them, and it's like around 3:15 here, I'm just going to soak them overnight. And when I get to them tomorrow to do my next step, so you'll have to come back to see that, it doesn't matter. You just want to have it taken care of within 24 hours. I wouldn't soak your seeds longer than 24 hours. So I have the full ones, and now I have the split ones. We're just going to put them in this bowl here. So this actually looks like it's more, but it's really not. It's the same amount. I think I did 3 teaspoons of each. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just add some water to them. Let me get a little cup here. Get some water off the tap. Now this water isn't super cold, but it's not hot either. And we're just going to cover these seeds. And you want to put enough water in there so if it absorbs down, that they kind of just stayed cover over the night. I usually just give them a slow mix. By morning, most of these seeds are probably going to be to the bottom. Pull this up to the camera here so you can kind of see. Those are the whole seeds. And there are some splits in there because just when you buy it, some of them have already split in packing and whatever. So not a big deal. But again, don't waste your money on splits. If they say it's 30 seeds, but it's 30 splits, you're actually only getting 15 seeds. And then these are the splits. And I can already tell you that the splits are already really starting to drop because their coating has now been broken. And while the inner part is kind of hard, it's not as hard as the outer, like a full seed, the outer coating. Let's just pull one up here. So there you see, that's a full seed. And pull some splits out here. That's not a good example, but yeah. See if I can get it to zoom in here on the sides. There you go. So you can see those, that dark side right there. So in theory, these splits should germinate quicker because I've already broken off the outer side, but I'm going to treat them both the same way. I'm going to cover this one and I'm going to with saran wrap, and this one I'll just put an S on so I know it's the splits, although you can pretty much tell just by looking at it. And we'll be back tomorrow for another version of Fun with Cilantro 2024. And I will be making a playlist, so if anybody wants to watch this as we go along, they can just go underneath to playlists and they'll find Fun with Cilantro 2024. Hope you're having a wonderful day and you're not too cold where you're at and you're not getting too much snow, and happy gardening.